Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Love Messages. I'm Sarah, and if you're new here, I'm so happy you've joined us. If you're already subscribed, welcome back. Tonight, I have something special for you, a no-contact reading from your person. I'll be using this deck to explore how they're currently feeling, how they see you and your connection, and any other important messages they may have for you right now. Let's dive in and receive a heartfelt message directly from their energy. The first thing I'm picking up is a feeling that won't go away. Divine Feminine, I can feel your energy strongly through this card. There's a masculine presence around you that feels hard to understand. This person may be confusing you, and even though you may not want to admit it, they've been on your mind a lot lately. You're trying to figure out why they have such an impact on you. Though you've been apart for a while, there's something unclear about how things ended between you. It feels like there was some sort of misunderstanding, but despite that, your emotions remain open to them. When you think of them, this feeling becomes unsettling because you can't quite make sense of it all. It may seem like there's distance between you, yet part of you believes that this connection might come back around. You're deeply connected to this powerful masculine energy, and it's as though they can sense how sensitive you are to how they view you. They might even use this sensitivity to their advantage, but not with any bad intentions. When you're with them, this masculine energy is incredibly charismatic. They know how to make you feel special, say the right things, and stir your emotions. You may even find yourself blushing when you think of them, but at the same time, you can't help but question their true intentions, and you have every right to do so. Divine Feminine, you have a profound understanding of alignment and the spiritual meaning behind connections. You know that when someone comes into your life, it's for a reason, whether for a season or a lifetime. Right now, this person is stirring a desire in you to understand the deeper meaning of your connection. You want to know the higher purpose of this bond so you can figure out how to move forward. Even when you're apart, you can feel their energy pulling you in, prompting you to reflect on the spiritual significance of your connection. Now, let's look at the next message. The appearance of the root chakra card is very revealing about your connection with this masculine energy. It explains why you have feelings for them that are difficult to put into words. There's a strong attraction between you two, but interestingly, you're not their usual type. It's not about your physical appearance, but the energy you radiate. Initially, they didn't fully understand why they were so drawn to you, but the attraction has only grown stronger over time. It's so intense that you can feel it, whether you're together or apart. Your connection has a magnetic quality, and it's almost as though their emotions are revealed through their eyes when they look at you in a way that feels heavy with meaning. This connection is powerful, and though it may be hard to articulate, it's deeply felt on both sides. The chemistry between you, especially physically, is undeniable. However, this dynamic has caused a lot of confusion for your person, leaving them wondering if there's something more to it. I believe this message is coming from their higher self, trying to explain why they react the way they do around you. The connection you share is with a masculine energy that's been conditioned to form bonds starting from the root chakra. This likely explains why their approach to you was so grounded in physical attraction. It also sheds light on why they feel such an intense pull towards you, even though they have to suppress it when interacting with you. A connection rooted in the root chakra can bring its own set of challenges, as it tends to be marked by intense physical attraction, magnetism, and sometimes fear-based thinking. This makes things confusing because it begins on such a primal level. Your person came into this connection with a very 3D mindset, which is important to understand from a spiritual perspective. This helps explain the push and pull energy in your relationship. There's this magnetic pull between you both, drawing you closer, but both energies are still trying to find balance. Your masculine energy is used to attracting a certain type of feminine, perhaps someone more focused on the surface. But your energy, both inwardly and outwardly, is different. While you might be physically attractive to them, it's your inner energy that has truly shaped the choices they've made when they were with you. There's a message I need to share if this resonates with you. It's vital for you to see yourself through your masculine's eyes right now, especially in this phase of your connection. This perspective is essential. Your masculine feels the need to protect you, but this stems from a deeper understanding of themselves that you might not fully grasp just yet. Divine Feminine, your energy radiates confidence, but you're someone who also seeks clarity about what you're facing. You're sending this energy out into the universe, and soon you will receive the truth, especially when it comes to your connection with your masculine. This truth could come through signs or synchronicities, so pay attention to how spiritual messages reach you. This is how you'll receive the answers you need. This insight also applies to how your masculine handles the relationship. They want to change their approach to you because they now see you as someone unlike the feminine energy they're used to. There's a vast difference in the depth of love that both of you experience. Your person has built relationships before from a more surface level place, often linked to a blocked heart chakra. These past connections lacked emotional depth, but with you, things have unfolded naturally and differently. That's why they've struggled to fight their feelings for you. You've made them feel something they're not accustomed to, and for a masculine, intense feelings are not easily ignored. The energy here is strong, which is why they often go to great lengths to protect their heart. They formed a deep connection with your feminine energy, one that they may not fully understand. What's happening is that someone is falling in love with you, but they're realizing that love has many layers. There's a big difference between loving someone from your heart and loving them from the core of your being. Your energy draws them closer to their heart, making them realize that the way they've been interacting with you might not have been the best approach. They feel the need to protect you from parts of themselves they aren't ready to show yet. But the truth is, you've come into their life to help them heal these very parts. This might explain the many false starts in your connection. Your masculine feels deeply for you, divine feminine, but their way of handling these feelings has made you question how genuine their love is. Perhaps you've wondered if your bond was surface level, or if something deeper was driving their responses. This insight sheds light on the deeper soul-level struggle they're facing, and it confirms that they consciously called this connection into their life even if they didn't expect how transformative you would be for them or how it would impact their spiritual growth. That's the nature of the twin flame journey. It pushes you to evolve on every level. It's meant to activate your chakras and guide you toward becoming the healthiest, most balanced version of yourself. So if you've been wondering why you feel the way you do about your masculine, now you understand. It's like they're drawn to you only to pull back, because the changes they need to face force them to confront parts of themselves that haven't yet healed. It also makes them realize that they've been living out of alignment with their heart. Ironically, what they believe they're shielding you from is exactly what you already know about them. Many of you have sensed this, and some of you may have even expressed it to them, causing them to pause and reflect. Others of you, through your powerful energy, have simply felt that something was off, that they weren't coming from their heart when interacting with you. And that's the power of being the divine feminine. You have access to an intuitive understanding of their true nature. This person is having a realization about themselves, even though they may have tried to hide it. They've come to see that they skipped over an important step in your connection. There are still many things they haven't shared with you yet, things that were overlooked as your relationship developed. This is why they might feel the need for space, even though they don't really want to be apart from you. When they called your energy into their life, they weren't truly ready, and this caused turmoil because the connection wasn't clear. Their attraction to you and their limited understanding of love led them to manifest you, but their emotional, mental, and spiritual state made it difficult for you to truly have a place in their life. Other energies, whether from people, places, or things, occupied that space instead of the pure connection you offer. The distance now is allowing them to clear those energies, which is why they feel the need to keep their distance for now. They want to make sure that when the time comes, the space in their life is ready for you. When we interact with someone, it's important to understand that each person lives in their own unique reality, shaped by their awareness and internal perception of the world. This can be powerful but tricky, because it's easy to get caught up with someone who is in a completely different reality, which leads to misunderstandings and disagreements. A lot of what you say might get lost in translation. For you, Divine Feminine, this person already senses that you're on a different path. They can tell through the way you engage with them and the energy you give off that your understanding of love is distinct. Perhaps you even have a different view on what relationships mean and should consist of. Right now, a lot is being revealed to them about you, and that's why this period of separation feels intentional. This is someone who intentionally stepped away from your energy with the intention to return. Something you said, did, or revealed simply by being, you made them realize what you expect from love and the way you love. Even if you're unaware of it, this time apart is deeply meaningful. There's a spiritual depth to it, as though your energy has inspired them to shift their reality. This shift is far different from how they first showed up in your life, and they didn't expect it. This might be a masculine energy who entered your life without real expectations. But what they didn't anticipate was meeting someone like you, someone who could elevate their energy in such a powerful, organic way. you came into their life with a completely different understanding of life, love, and relationships, and you've shifted their perspective in ways they never saw coming. Moving on, Divine Feminine, you bring out another side of them. At first, it might have seemed like the connection was just a game to them. Maybe they seemed charismatic, easy on the eyes, and charming. Someone who could easily grab your attention and make you feel things you hadn't felt before. But despite all of that, there was always a resistance to going deeper, as if they didn't know how to handle the feelings rising in their heart. They want you to know that you've done something very few feminine energies can do. You've opened their heart space. If you knew just how emotionally open you've made them, it would change how you see their actions. They credit a lot of what they're going through to this connection with you, and something keeps coming up for them. They're incredibly physically drawn to you. You might have questioned your energy or the vibe you were giving off because of this. But the truth is, they didn't know how to respond to the intense physical attraction and desire they were feeling. All of this energy is coming from their root chakra. Somewhere along their journey, they believed this kind of connection was acceptable, but now they feel that you've shifted their view of you. They're leaning into the deeper, non-physical aspects of your connection. While they still find you incredibly attractive, there's so much more to what they're feeling now. It's no longer enough to maintain the connection on a surface level. As this energy moves up to their heart space, they're trying to find ways to express how they truly feel about you, not just based on your outward appearance, but who you are deep inside. Finally, we have the message, I always get what I want. This energy feels bold and masculine. Divine Feminine, I sense an intense attraction here. There's undeniable chemistry between you two, and everything in this connection feels amplified because of the attraction you share. However, this message goes deeper. Usually, when this energy appears, there's a cocky undertone, like the masculine is saying, I always get what I want. But in this case, it's more about manifesting love on a spiritual level. It's showing you a deeper layer of the connection, and you might be questioning what kind of energy your masculine carries and how they see you. Your energy has been a wake-up call for them, Divine Feminine. You've made them realize that every connection they've had reflects where they are mentally. They might have judged past relationships or made assumptions based on how things unfolded, but now they understand that those connections were simply a reflection of what they were seeking deep down. A big part of this realization came from the energy you brought into their life. When they aligned with you, there was a clash of worlds, which led to misunderstandings and false starts. This happened because of their perception of love. Your connection came to a standstill because they weren't used to the depth you bring. But what stands out is that you approached it with genuine curiosity. You're not afraid to assert yourself and seek clarity, especially when it comes to matters of the heart and who you choose to connect with. For you, connection is more spiritual than physical. Even though their initial response to you may have been resistance because they weren't familiar with your depth, they now have a greater respect for you. You've made them reflect on themselves in a way no one else ever has. So when they say, I always get what I want, it's more than just an arrogant statement. It's an acknowledgement that everything they've experienced has been tied to what they truly desire at their core. Now that their desires are shifting from the root to the heart, they feel they have a chance to create a solid, healthy connection with you. Their intentions are coming from a much purer place, and as that energy unfolds, they feel increasingly drawn to you. I also sense something shifting in the way you communicate. The way they reach out to you is about to change. If they used to text, they might start sending longer emails or calling you more often. If you're used to phone calls, they might want to FaceTime you now. This shift in communication will help them express themselves more clearly, though it might take some time to get used to. They've been holding back for a while, so when they finally open up, it's going to be significant. The way they engage with you will reflect how they truly feel in their heart, and it's going to feel raw. This is someone who didn't realize their heart would be touched so deeply by you. They tried to keep things surface level, but that didn't last long. Unexpected things happened in this connection, and they ended up revealing more of themselves than they ever intended. This person may have confused you, and there may have been false starts and misunderstandings along the way, but your energy has been key in helping them shift their perspective on love and connection. Now, they want to share this with you. If you've been feeling like they're about to approach you again or come back into your life, when they do, expect a change in how they engage with you. If this message resonated with you, be sure to hit the like button before you go. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.